Okay. So right now I was being into like in the implementation projects as well, in the migration and support, all kind of in each kind of project. Right now I'm involved into my company. If I talk about the SAP journey, the journey which I have faced off, so it kind of bit challenging for me because at the starting when I've started, I do not have any such supportive platform. This like training platform, this training institute, I do not have. So on that purpose, I've just uh, learned each and everything from my own, that how we have to get into SAP, the hard work which I've just done it off from the trainee as a fresher, I've started into it. And then gradually I just become a consultant now. So it's kind of a long journey for me and kind of bit challenging. But if I say about the satisfaction, I just received a whole of that because I received each and everything, a recognition, a good reputation, financial stability, a kind of bag of everything I've received. The knowledge is like abundance of knowledge I have gained, not specifically to SAP only. It is like related to each and everything which is like going on over here. Has it started? Yes, Shravan, it has been started. I'm not audible to you. Shravan, I'm audible to everyone, na? Dinesh, Andrin, or Radha?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I
Yeah,
think so.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I think so. I'm not audible to Shravan or Naveen. Please check with Shravan. He messaged. Huh?
Yes, yes, I'm
Sure, sure. Okay. So yeah, this is all about me. So just a brief introduction. That's it. Now I'll move forward to you guys. Just give your brief as well. Key from where you just brought up and everything. Your education. Though my education is, I'm a graduate person. I'm a BCom honors graduate person. Then I have done the MCom as well. Well, on the same stream from the finance itself. So this is my graduation, and I've done from each and everything from Delhi University. So my brought up things in Ghaziabad and my studied thing from Delhi. My job profile is from Gurgaon, Noida, everywhere. So this is whole performer which I'm just gaining right now. So this is the only brief which I require from you guys. So just a little bit interaction that I also get to know where you guys are standing. You know anything about SAP? You are having any background, likewise your fresher or you are working somewhere, any professional background you are having of what you guys are, your education things, from where you belongs to, just a small brief introduction. Okay, so we'll start with Dinesh first. So sir, please unmute yourself and do the class know about yourself.
Okay, so good evening, all. My name is Dinesh, and I'm basically from Mumbai, Maharashtra. And
Okay,
I have completed my master's, means MCom from banking and finance fields. Okay, and
great.
currently I'm working in a financial as a financial analyst in a MNC from last 2 years.
Okay, where, which MNC?
E-class, E-class.
Okay, so in any of these specific software or in SAP or somewhere in other
So
bases?
financial analyst. I'm working as a financial
Acha,
analyst
you're
in a
working as a
settlement field.
financial. Okay, okay, great.
Yeah,
So, any
that's all about.
specific reason you want to switch over to? Because right now the financial analyst or this data analyst have their different specific role in the market because there's a huge vacancy for these guys also. So, any specific reason to
Basic
shift?
reason for me to switching is as SAP provide the finance background also FICO basically. So I just want to learn the FICO in depth. So with
Mhm.
the help of the SAP, I can improve my finance background and I can look for the future better opportunities. So I'm just learning from the perspective of gaining lots of knowledge.
Okay, okay. So, till now, nothing known about SAP. This new to SAP.
Right, right, right,
Okay, okay, no issues. Though your education is from your finance only.
right.
Okay. And you live in Mumbai or somewhere like you are just shift to Mumbai because of your job?
No, no. I'm living in Thane, means Thane district.
Okay, okay. Okay, great. Okay, fine. Now we'll move to Radha. your introduction, please.
Hi, my name is Radha. I have studied a BCom and I did Masters of Commerce in Correspondence.
Wow.
Right now, I'm working as a small software like local software. It's like Tally.
Mm-hmm.
Here, local software I'm using MYOB.
Okay.
So I'm working in SME company.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to upgrade my skills to make it into a IT field
Okay, so where you belong from?
in Singapore.
You are in Singapore right now.
Yes.
Okay, great. So you are having right now, you are like 2 hours 30 minutes before us.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Hmm.
Okay, so you are managing from there.
Yeah, now 8:47 p.m. only.
Yeah, I can understand. I know about, like, many times I just visited to Singapore.
Oh, okay. See you next time.
Yeah, because of my projects and everything. So yeah, known to be.
Yeah, so I just
Okay,
want
okay.
to upgrade into the finance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Andhra, so I
Yeah.
have communication, and my one is in Telugu medium. So
Okay.
just learning the things.
So you're basically from the South Indian.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
Andhra Pradesh, Rajahmundry nearby.
Mm-hmm. So where you live in Singapore? Nearby Little India.
It's yeah, like same lane. It's the same train line, purple line. It's the same, close by one.
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh,
Great. Fine.
Sengkang, I think you must know. I think it's many of Indians is staying there. Sengkang,
Yeah, you can.
Pongol, same like.
Dekho, don't know much about that because the time I just visited to Singapore is just because of my official projects and everything. So I just have to go to there and stay in the hotel. So whenever I just got that time just to roam about in Singapore, then I just get to know about this little India and being as
Nearby,
an
same
Indian,
line,
everyone wants
yeah.
at the end this Indian food. So
Yes.
only on that basis I get to know about this Singapore. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, then fine. Now we'll move next to Andrin. Am I pronouncing your name correct? Is your Andrin or is the S is silent into that?
No, it's Sandrine.
It's
Sandrine.
Sandrin. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, that's okay. Um, Hello everyone. I'm Sandrine. I'm joining from US. I'm currently a Scrum Master, and I also have a project manager background. I've been looking and see a lot of SAP job, and a couple of my friends told me about SAP, and I started doing some research, and I wanted to know more about it. I know it's a little bit big, but I'm trying to figure out if it's something that I can do because I want to go more in a remote mode. I want to work remotely. I've been working on site, so I want to see if I can switch to SOP for a better pay and to work remotely.
Okay, great. So you actually belongs to from US only or somewhere like you're like India migrated or you are from the US?
I am originally from Cameroon, that is in Africa.
Okay, great.
Yes,
Okay, okay, got it. So you also like new to SAP, nothing known about, you want to switch over to SAP now.
yes, I'm completely new.
Okay, so right now what is the time is going on in US?
Say that again, please.
The timing right now you have been facing, your class timing will be like if you just
Oh,
manage about the timings and everything, how you going
yeah, it's
that
very
right
early. It's 6:51 a.m. right now.
right now? Yeah, that I can understand because it's a huge difference. So no
Right.
worry, just manage the time as well as per your schedule also. Once we'll start with our lectures, so we'll just check your schedule, then we'll have a class. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. No worries about that. So yeah, lastly, and we'll move to Shravan now. Shravan, we guys are like audible to you. Hello. I think so. There might be some network issue from Shravan's side. Uh, no worries. If he having the recording of this, then he must have that. Naveen, just provide the recording to him. Still, if he's having any of the doubt, we can connect with him later. Okay. So now we'll move forward to the SAP introduction. So this is all about the introduction about me, about you guys. Now, and then we have to go to the SAP introduction. What SAP is all about, why this SAP, now you guys also saying this. Then when you are just looking over the job into the market, everyone is chasing for SAP. That why they are chasing for SAP, what this SAP is actually having into it. That why always each and every company wants to have this software into there. What is SAP is been providing, or what are the things is been providing by the SAP. So just now get a deep dive into SAP introduction and about the just 1 second guys. Just give me a minute, just 1 second.
Shravan, could you able to hear us now, Shravan, at least?
So yeah, hi guys. I'm a little bit. I'm sorry. Now I'll start it off. I'm just sharing my screen with you. If it is visible to you, just let me know. My screen visible to you guys?
Yes, visible.
Okay then. So first we start with SAP. Oh, what do we mean by SAP? The full form SAP and everything. Acha, there's always a one thing. Never say it as SAP, because each and every letter over here is having their full form. So there's a no word has been known to be as SAP. It is SAP. And SAP, the full form for SAP is System Application and Product in Data Processing. So never ever say it as SAP ever in the SAP world, because it is always been considered to be as when we start with your introduction part, or when you'll go in the interviews and everywhere. This known to be as that we're insulting the SAP by saying it's SAP. So it always SAP. Till now, you guys not known to be this, key, whether it is SAP or whether it is SAP or whether it is FICO or whether it is FICO, what to it is. So it is SAP, the System Application and Product in Data Processing. Got it? Clear? Now there's another thing. If you guys having any of the issue, just unmute yourself. Do ask the question. You don't have to wait whether the class has been over. Then we'll have to know with the faculty. We'll meet with the faculty, and then we'll ask the question. No, you don't have to. If you're having any of the doubt, just unmute yourself and listen. sorry, and ask. Okay. So now we'll move forward. Now, what is this SAP is actually? So SAP is just nothing. It's just an ERP tool. ERP means the enterprise resource planning. What do we actually mean by this ERP? ERP is just a thing which help us from where we can do the work into the any system. In ERP, like we are having a multiple tools. If I talk about the tools, like everyone has listened of this Tele in India, we are having this Tele, or there's one of the software where Radha is also working. So these, what are these? These are the ERP tools. Any tool which help us to do our work, to do just club all the data at together, just to make the what we can say, the just to have the conclusion from that, from where we can just club each and kind of data, whether your finance data, your purchase data, your sales data, from where you're getting the revenue, your production data, any data which is being running over in any of the organization, just to club all those kind of data at a single place. In that, ERP help us. The ERP full form known to be as enterprise resource planning. Okay. Now there's a multiple tools has been going on, which is under the ERP. Likewise, your Tele is an Indian originated tool. Like eMark, it is there. It is also an Indian originated tool under ERP. Now we're having many of the foreign originated tools. Likewise, your SAP, your Oracle, JD Edwards, Barn, PeopleSoft, Nivision. What are these? These are the product, these are the tools which are available from the foreign originated. Though it has been used all over the world, it is not ever like when SAP is like your foreign originated tool that is being worked only in foreign in markets, so it is not applicable to Indian markets. No, it is not like that. These all these kind of what we can say, all these tools and softwares are like available and being like working over all over the markets, whether from the Indian markets or from the American markets or from the Saudi markets. It is being situated in each and every market into the world. Okay. Now we'll move forward again back to the ERP part. What do we mean by ERP? The full form for ERP, as I told you, it is enterprise resource planning. What do we mean by enterprise? Enterprise means the organization. Resource means the man, machinery, material, labor, the one who are working into that organization. And then there's the last word that is known as planning. Planning means just to amalgamate, just to integrate the previous two words. That is your organization with man, machinery, material, and labor together, just to make the company run in the efficient manner, just to get the profit from that company, just to run that company effectively. These two things has to be clubbed in such a manner that everything is worked accordingly. Each and every setting, each and every configuration has to be placed in their sequence manner, that the company will work efficiently and will provide you the profit. Because anyone is opening their company, or whether opening their business or anything, and then what that person required for, they are being aiming only for the profit, and that is the aim of any company or any business. So that is known as, that is the work of ERP. And that's why ERP is offering that much of tool into the market. So now these tools like your Oracle, your SAP and everything, these tools are like becoming handy for the people, just to make everything club together, from where we just get to know each and every data, the data like which are like, if we are performing any of the industry, in any of the manufacturing industry, we are purchasing, we are doing the production into that, we are just checking the quality. If we are into retail, then the revenue is getting from there, the customers are being involved in the retail industry, the customer satisfaction has to be seen into that. So all, what are these things? So just to club all these departments, just to club the data from all these departments, and then we are having one tool into it, from where just to get key, how we have to include the purchasing data, from where we have to include the sales data, then how we have to club the financial statement at the end, the statement which we have to submit to our country's representatives, that is to our government. For that, these tools are helping us. So there are many of the tools has been running down into the market, which I already told, like Tele, eMark, SAP, Oracle, and everything. So these are the things, these are the tools. So SAP is one of your ERP tools. That's it. Okay, it has been clear till now. Any doubt over here? Is my accent is being clear to everyone? Having any issue? Or I'll continue like this, or any changes you want?
You can continue.
Okay, the rest, please. Radha, Sandrine.
I think we can continue.
Okay, it's great. What about you, Radha?
Fine.
Okay, and Shravan,
Yeah.
I'm like audible to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So in the end of the day, in the end of this class, I'll just move forward to your introduction now, because now the SAP introduction into the rhythm. So we'll complete that, then I'll move forward to your introduction. Okay. So now I will move forward to the SAP. That what is this SAP is all about? What is the history of SAP, from where this SAP has been originated, and what are the factors that making this SAP so boom in the market? Okay. So as I told you, the SAP full form is your system application and product in data processing. In the way back 1977, this SAP has been invented. This SAP software is been originated in the year 1977, and from the country that is Germany. So SAP is your German product. It has been introduced by the company SAP only. The company name is also SAP. If I talk about the example, how it has been possible, likewise, there's a company by the name of Oracle, and the product which has been using into the market from the company, that is also the Oracle. The company name is Oracle, and the product which has been come into the market, that is also Oracle. In the similar way, when we have the company Microsoft, everyone known with this company, that is Microsoft. Even this Excel and everything, this all Windows has been working on Microsoft and everything. But the ERP tool which is working into the market from the Microsoft is the Navision. INNAVISION, Navision. The ERP tool from Microsoft is Navision. In the similar way, SAP is. The company name is SAP, and the product which we are using from SAP is only SAP. This is your German company, and it was introduced in 1977. Okay. If I talk about the jobs into SAP, the versatility which we are having into SAP is like wide. There's a wide range of job into SAP. Though SAP is not ever has been any boundaries into that. There's no foundation that only this specific stream students or this specific stream professional will come into SAP. SAP is all about the knowledge you are having. If you are from the arts, you are from the commerce, or even you are the medical student, SAP don't care about that. SAP is always like, if you know about SAP, you can work into SAP, you can just solve our questions or solve our queries into SAP. You are welcome into SAP. SAP is, there's no foundation. It has never been a door into that. And it is SAP has been like the shining armor specifically into our lives. Our lives into sense, the one who are from this commerce background. This is from finance background. Because till now, this whole MNCs which is going on, the whole company which are operating on the above side, they are like morely open to the engineers part, specifically the one who are from this is computer engineers. They are like the IT industries are going on, the IT students has been placing into these of the countries, into these companies. Then where we goes, where we finance student go, for us there's only a specific there but there's a limited scope has been limited to our finance students. Like we are having what we are at the end, we became the finance analyst at in any of the small company. Then we'll become somewhere, we'll start with the CA, or we do the CS and then ICWA. These are the small, these are not the small we can say, but just a limited option has been limitized for us. But this SCP has opened the door for us. So we can enter into these of the MNC. We can enter into IT firms now, where we work in this EY, in Ernst and Young, in Infosys, in Wipro, and there are many of the companies is running down into this whole world now, where we can also work. So SAP is like having a lot of work, having the versatility of work into it. Okay. Now there's a what kind of jobs into it, that if we do this particular course, then we just complete this course, what kind of job we are having it, what particular side we are opting from this SAP courses. Now in SAP there's are two things. One is your functional side and one is your technical side. The functional side consultants are known to be as that who are performing the data, who are creating or who are defining the data from the front end side, like the one I am. I'm the function consultant. The finance consultant, your material management consultant, your SD, your HR consultant, these are the consultant are from the functional side, because we consultant work on the front end of any software. Then there's another side that is known as the technical side. Those are known to be as the technical consultant. In that area, the ABAPers will be there. The ABAP consultant will go. The basis consultant will go. Most probably, the basis consultant or the ABAP consultant are from the IT backgrounds. They are from their computer science backgrounds, are like more into that, because that includes the coding into it. The coding just to prepare the particular software, any software which is designed from the backend side, the standard project has been started, has been created, has been designed, that is done from their technical side. For example, if I take about one example, I just explain with you. If I'll go and just buy a phone, I'll just go and buy a new cell phone. For example, I just go and buy one new iPhone. So there's always a one standard configuration is already maintained into it. Then I just purchase that particular phone, I'll open the phone, one standard configuration, one standard design of that iOS is already there. There's many of the software, there are many of the apps, their settings, their timing settings, each and every the standard setting is already maintained into the system. Then I'll maintain my own setting into that particular cell phone, that how I have to use that particular phone. I'm not going to use as the standard has been coming off. There are multiple apps has been there. I don't want to use each and every app. The timing has been like on the world basis, but I want to use on my Indian basis. So I'll just take the timing schedule, I just change it. I'll change the calendar schedule, I'll change the wallpapers, I'll change the contact setting, I'll just change each and everything. I'll just download or install the apps which I've been required for. I'm not using the all of the standard which Apple has been giving. So they are the standard particular design is already been designed for any software. So that is being provided from the technical side. And the V functional consultant, then we have to work on the front end side just to make that particular software according to our use, that how we have to use it. Then that particular setting is can be done on the standard basis also and on the customization basis also. It totally depends upon the requirement, how the requirement is from the client side, or that I am the client of this iOS mobile phone, of this Apple phone. So my requirement base, that requirement is being like fulfilled from the standard procedure. Then my functional consultant will do it accordingly or from the standard procedure. If by chance my requirement is not being relying from the standard procedures, then that is to be done from the customization way. Then the customization is to be taken care on that. Then that is to be taken care from the functional end. So these are the two sides from where the consultant got divided. Some will go on the functional part, some will go on the technical part. The course in which you guys has been involved, that is your functional side part. That is your finance and controlling. It is a functional consultant part. Clear? Any doubt till here from anyone, or I'll move forward? Guys, there's a request from everyone. Please little be responsive, little bit quick responsive. So I'll ask the question, just be on the responsive way. Having any doubt, ask. You don't have any doubt, unmute yourself and say no.
No, no.
Yeah,
No
no,
doubt.
no.
Okay, better. Thank you. So now I'll move forward. That, as I told you, that in with the way back 1977, the SAP has been introduced. So at that moment of time, we are having only one module into a system. We don't have this multiple module which I'm talking right now. This finance, this material management, this sales distribution and everything. Before moving to this module system, what is this module is all about? First we learn why we are seeing this as a module. What is the reason behind this saying it as a module? So for that, I'll just open one of these screen for you. this screen is being like very much understandable for you. The point which I'm going to brief you now. There's some of the common functionalities is been running over in each and every department, in each and every company, whether it's your any industry, whether it's your manufacturing industry, your retail industry, any MNC is going on, whether you are working in any business, in any organization, in any company, there's some common functionalities which is running down at everywhere. What are those common functionalities? Are the common functionality which we are facing, that is your finance department. Each and every industry or organization must be having the finance department, correct? They're having the accounting department. The accounting department, the finance department are the two different things. The financial analysts are the one who are just creating the statements, who are working on the theoretical parts of the financial parts, like where the reporting is being introduced and every the where we can say the critical parts of finance, where we have to introduce the data into the system, that how this data has been calculating from any of the department. That is a part of the finance account, the financial consultants. And then there's the accounting part. The accounting are like your clerks, the user, that is your daily user which you are working, who are doing your daily day-to-day postings into that. Normal JV posting is been going into that. Normal anything purchase, we have just any do have done the any purchasing or any sale is been going, that day-to-day entry which is coming, that is posting into the system. That is a part of your accounting department. So those departments are into the system. Then we have, when we are going, if any manufacturing industry, then there must be a purchasing team into that, the procurement team, the one who are purchasing the material on the behalf of the company. Then we have that purchasing department. If we are into any retail industry, then we have the sales team. The sales department is there, who are just selling their products, who are selling their, if it is like any infrastructure company or in any other manufacturing company where we have to sell the product, then we have the sales department to that. When we are having any manufacturing industry, we are purchasing anything, we are purchasing only for the production, we are doing the production for that, then the production team is also the production department will be there in any of the industries. When there's a production is going on, then there must be a plants is also there, because from the plants only we are doing the production. Then there's a plant maintenance department will be there, the quality maintenance department will be there. Then we have to check what we are producing, just to check the material, to check the quality of that material. We have the quality maintenance department. The sales, if you're selling anything to a customer, then for that the customer service department will be there, just to check the satisfaction level, just to get the feedback from the customer. We have the customer service department into our system. And apart from all these, there's a common department which is known to be, that is your human resource, which look over to your employees, your laborers, the perks which has been situated for them, the day-to-day wages we are giving to our laborers, what are the salaries we have to provide to our employees, to our HODs, has been each and every share has been situated into any company. What are the expenses we are bearing, the day-to-day expenses, any party has been going on, where this has been recording of. The human resource department will take care of all these things. So these are some of the common functionalities in any of the industry, whether your MNCs in any industry, whether it's a small, even any of the small medium companies also going on, these functionality, these department will going to be found into that company as well. So what SAP has done, so SAP has not created much kind of difficulty into that, when we, if any company will going to install this SAP, that particular company don't have to take much of the heading into that, ki the finance has been running like this, now in SAP how will going to run like that. So what they are just give the name, just change the name of departments, they just start calling the department as a module. The rest, it has not changed anything. The finance and accounting module department has been clubbed into one module, that is a financial accounting module. The financial accounting activity is being traced by controlling module. The activity which we done into finance, that from where the data has been coming, how we have to trace the activity which is doing into financial part, that is being started, it is being like recorded from the controlling module. That one module has been situated. Then from where this purchasing is being done, the procurement department is to be known to be as material management, because at then we are managing the material, we are purchasing the material into that. So that whole department known to be as the material management module. Then from where we are just selling the products, we are distributing the products. So where we are doing the selling into our, we are selling a product, we are distributing a product. That particular department has been known to be as the SD department, sales and distribution department. Then from where the production is to be done, the production planning is to be taken care. That particular known to be as your production and planning module. Your plant maintenance is be there. Then your plant maintenance module is being done. Your customer service department has been changed into customer and service module. Your HR department changed by the name as your human resource module. That's it. The each and only the department is now named to be as module. The rest, all the terminologies, all the nomenclature is being remained same. There's no change into any of the functionality. Only the work culture has been different as per the software, because each software, the working style is different. But the functionality of each and every department is the similar as it is as before. So it has been clear till now why this department, or what is the difference between this module is known to be as right now. What is the next changes being done? This has been clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then great. So it's like actually clear to all, you all clear. Everything is like going above from the head, or something is like going inside the head. Everyone.
Got a
Yeah,
little bit
understood.
knowledge.
Okay, great. So, acha, you guys are like being comfortable in Hindi, though I can understand Sandal will not be. The rest, Radha, Dinesh, Shravan, you guys are like little bit comfortable for Hindi, or only English will work for you guys?
Yeah, I prefer English. Yeah,
Me
Okay.
too. Me
easier.
too
Yeah.
prefer English. I don't know Hindi.
Okay, great. So no worries. We'll have a whole class into English language only. Okay, now we'll move forward to the next of the things. Now we'll move forward to the benefits of SAP. Why this SAP is like on the booming factor and everything. What is the SAP is being providing? The best of SAP has been providing to us. The other software is not providing. So we'll move forward to that particular theory. Okay. So as I told you in way back 1977, when this SAP has been come down into the market, at that moment of time, the SAP has been come with only one module. That is a material management module. As it is the starting of the SAP and everything, so they just come up with the single module. They have not go with the like each and every module has been come over by child will not run. Then what happened that moment? So it just come with a single module, that is a material management module. And when gradually that particular module has worked down into the environment, this in the whole world, it is like incredible, because each and every data has been recording at a single place. The each and every tracking and tracing of each data is to be done on the single roof. The data which we are purchasing, the data which we are procuring, then the data which we are doing the production of that, each and everything is to be taken care under one single roof. We don't have to approach to the different software for that. That we are doing the purchasing from different software, then we are doing the purchase the production from the different software. Yeah, just give me a minute. Okay, your choice. Okay, then. So what happens at that moment? Then SAP has just thinking of, then gradually they develop this idea. Then when the single particular module is working so well in the environment, then why we just have to introduce the other modules also in the market? Then gradually they come up with the other modules, like let's say your finance module, your SD module, your HR module, and everything. Gradually they developed each and every module into the system. What happened to my system? Okay, fine. Then they just come up with the finance model and everything. Then what happened at that moment of time, each and everything, the financial statements has been recorded under one roof, under with one of the software. Your purchasing is being done with one of the software. Your selling is to be done from one of the software, because SAP is offering each and every functionality from itself. Whether you are purchasing, you can done from SAP. Whether you are doing the selling, you can done from SAP. You are just giving the salary to your employees, you can done from SAP. You are doing any of the production into the system, you can done from SAP. You can just you have to do the plant maintenance, you have to check that particular thing, you can done from SAP. Each and every data has been recorded by SAP. Each and every consultant has been recorded from the SAP. Each and every checkpoint is being recorded from the SAP. Each and every kind of statement you can record from SAP. So SAP are just giving each and everything actually. In the last of the things, you are just getting everything from SAP. You don't have to run from software to another software just to get the things done. Therefore, for example, likewise, if I talk about for financial reporting, we are just referring to Tally. For purchasing, we are referring to Oracle software. For SD, we are referring for Navision software. No, we don't have to work like that. From one software, we are getting each and everything. Now, what is the use of these, this whole integration point of thing? Because these things has been like getting benefited in for the whole market is from the way like each and every module getting integrated with each other. Your finance getting integrated with your your getting integrated with your SD, your finance getting integrated with your SD, your HR getting integrated with your finance. Integrated means getting interlinked, getting inter-assigned with each other. There's a bridge has been coming over in between each and every module. What is the reason behind that integration is all about? If I talk about the finance, first of all, there's a thing that in finance we have to record each and everything. The minute detail of every company is being recorded under the finance department, because at the end from the finance department is the one from where we are getting the financial reports. Because the financial are the only departments from where we are getting all over these statements, your trial balance, your balance sheets, your P&L statements, everything we are getting from the finance department itself. We are getting from the finance department. So that's why each and everything has to be intertwined with finance. Whether we are just procuring, we are just purchasing any of the material from material management module. For example, I have to purchase the stationery for my company. I just want to have the stationery, or we just want to purchase the internet connections. That moment, we have to pay the money. When there's a money come into the picture, the finance department has to be there into the picture. There's no if and but just to rope or just to hinder the finance department from that side. When there's an amount is to be taken care, the finance department has to be come into the picture at that moment of time only. We are just purchasing. Just give me a moment, ma'am. Just a minute. Yeah, back to work. Okay, so what happened at that moment of time? Then we are just purchasing any of these stationery, as I'm giving you the example. So I'm just purchasing a stationery from any vendor. What I'm in the return of the time, what I'm doing, I'm just paying that particular vendor. I'm just paying the money to that vendor. When I'm purchasing anything, that particular entry record is to be taken into the finance. If I'm selling anything from to the customer is paying me. I'm just generating the revenue into my system. That particular amount, the revenue general entry is been recording into my finance. I'm paying to my employees. I'm giving the salary to my employees. I'm giving the wages to my employees, to my laborers. That particular amount is being going from the company to the outside, or any amount which is coming into the company or coming inside into the company. Each and every entry is to be recording into the finance. So each and every module has to be integrated with each other. When we are purchasing anything, we are purchasing for what? We are purchasing for the production. When we then we have this, the production planning is being integrated with your material management, because the purchasing we are doing from the material management, and on that particular material we are doing the production. When the production is going on, the production is being running from the plants. The plant maintenance is being situated with your production. These all are integrated with each other. When we are selling into it, we are selling to our customers. Then for the customer satisfaction, we are just having the department, we are having the module of customer service. Then this customer service module is being integrated with your SD module. Then all these are getting clubbed together. Your HR department get clubbed with your finance, because if we are giving any of the perks, we are giving any of the donation, or we are giving any of the salary or wages to our employees, to our labor, each and every entry has been recording under the finance department, because from the finance department we are getting the financial statements. That is the only record, that is the only data, or we can say the only picturization of the whole company, that where my company is standing right now. So that why this whole integration is going on in any of the software, that is your SAP software. Each and every link is being maintained over them. If you can see this particular diagram, you can get it over there. From SAP ERP, from the core, each and every module has been interlinked. Then from this module, this sub of the module has been interlinked. Likewise, your finance having your general ledger, your customer ledger, your vendor ledgers, your controlling having your profitability analysis, your cost centers and everything. All these are things undersigned with your main modules, and then your main module are integrated with each other at the core. So this is the part of SAP, the most benefited point, that each and every module is taken care under one software, and each and every module is integrated with each other. So only that has to maintain, just a single data has to be created for any company, and that single created data will going to be work for each and every module. You don't have to create the data in different software for each and every module. The single data is to be created, that is to be worked for each and every module. The second most important part of this part is that there's a huge terms of money is being just the money is being like saving off. The wasting of money is being reduced, because we have to just to enroll those of the employees which is being like which we have to give the training into SAP only. We don't have to provide the multiple software training to them, because at the end one single employer has to be get trained in multiple software, because when the finance activity is to be done, that particular software knowledge is to be taken care by the consultant. When the material management is to be taken care, the procurement is taken care, that is also to be taken care, because at the end what we want to know, we want to have the financial statements. For that, now we are having each and every module into single software, so they are get integrated with each other. When there's a different of the software, then that software has to get integrated, because at the end we want the statements, and that statement is to be taken care when we have the whole reporting into hand. When we have the different softwares, that all software will going to be integrated. Now each and every module is to be taken care under one software, that is kind of handy for us. We don't have to give the training of each and every kind of every software to our employees. We have to train them into one software only. You have to get trained into SAP, you have to learn only about SAP. The wastage of money has been reduced, your timing has been reduced, because even when we're just providing the training to any of the employees, that particular person is to get to know about the SAP also, about the Oracle also, about the Navision also, and each and every software one consultant has to work on that. And that particular capability that consultant is also having or not, that is also dependable now. that particular this much of pressure can any consultant can take care or not. That is also to be a very important part to be taken care at that moment. So these are also taken care points which is being reduced by having a single software into any of the company. So SAP has given this particular benefits also. So these are some of the benefits which SAP has given. The apart from that, the major benefits which I have which we have gathered from this SAP is that there's no duplicacy into the system. No duplicacy in sense when there's one entry has been recording from the material management side, that particular recording, that particular transaction is been reflecting to the direct to the finance department. We don't have to put double entry into our system. A single entry is to be taken care. That single entry has been recorded from the from the material management consultant, and that is reflecting to finance. If any entry has been recording from the finance, it will be reflecting to the whole of the modules in each of the modules part, whether in SD, MM, HR or anywhere. We don't have to just make the double entry into a system. So double entry keeping system has been reduced. No duplicacy, so no repetitive entry is being formed. First point. Second, multiple level checking is being taken care. When there's a multiple level checking, the error part has been negligible at that point. The multiple checking, how it has been possible, each and every module perspective consultant is working on their module. For example, I'm working on my module. I'm just taking care of my finance module. I'll just take each and every configuration, each and every data, each and every setting is to be placed correctly. So my module will work correctly, will work efficiently. In the similar way, each and every consultant duty is that's to make their respective module, their respective area, just to work properly. So each and every consultant is working, is testing their particular module so well into this system that there's no error into that. This is one level checking. Then that particular module is start integrating with each other. Now my finance module will integrate with material management. My finance module will integrate with sales and distribution module. My finance module start integrating with HR module. When this integration is going on, then also there's a checking into the system that each and every data is been correctly placed so that the entry will going to be reflect in finance module. If there's any error into that, in any of these settings there's any error, the data which is being recording from any other module will not going to reflect in the finance module. So the data is to be placed correctly is the responsibility of the consultant. That how that data has to be created, that how we have to define that particular data, that it will work and it will provide the reflection directly to the other modules, because we do not have to do double activities into a system. Otherwise there's no use of having this SAP into our hands. Okay, so what are the benefits? That there's no duplicacy, no repetitive entries will be formed, no, there's a multiple level checking. Because of that, there's no error arise. The no error we can't say, because then we are the humans. So there's always a chances of having this error, or we just do any mistake by chance and everything. But the error chances has been like so down, the negligible errors will be there. So it's kind of better for us at that moment of time. The next of the benefits, like there's a no data fudging. What do we mean by no data fudging? Is that there's always an audit done into a company. In each and every company, whether it's your data analyst company or any manufacturing company, whether it is any kind of industry is going on, there's always a data checking, audit data is being there. So there will be no duplicacy into the data. Sorry, not duplicacy. I'm just saying each and every data is to be checked at that moment. The physical identification is to be taken care at that moment. The data which we have stored into a warehouse, that particular data is to be reflected into that same data is to be there into our system. There will be no kind of no haywire situation is being to be taken care that the data which we have in the warehouse that are more, but the data which is being recording into a system that is less, because many of the industries and the company will do so. The reason behind that, they just store many of the data into a warehouse. They're having multiple products, multiple of material and everything, they're stored in the warehouse, but the data which they record into the system, they are less. The reason behind, because each and every soft copy is to be submitted to our government for the taxes. We have to leverage the taxes on that, and the taxes no one is being just consider at that moment the how much data, how much material we are having stored, we are storing into a warehouse or into a godowns or into a storerooms. But what we are actually representing, we are just giving our financial reports to the government. So these are the data which we have just done. These are the financial statement. These are the profit and loss which we have gaining into our system. So we are on the loss side, we are on the profit side. On that basis, the taxes has been leveraged on us. So just to overcome those tax burden and everything, the what companies do, they'll not record each and every material information into the system. So what SAP has done, SAP has just maintained the checkpoints on each and every level. Each and every level, the checkpoint has been introduced, and all are integrated with your SAP. All are connected with your SAP. For example, if I just purchased 10 material from a vendor, so there's a first checkpoint which has been introduced, that from my vendor, 10 material has been purchased of. Then that 10 material come into my company, that is directly go into my warehouse. Then in warehouse, there's another checkpoint, that 10 particular material, that particular quantity is being now transported to my warehouse. Then from warehouse, the 5 material out of 10, I just transported 5 material movement is to be done to my production team. I've just given 5 materials to my production team to start the production into that. 5 material is still into the warehouse. So my SAP has all that recording. All that information is to be is stored into SAP. The 10 material has been purchased from vendor. Then from the 10 material are into my warehouse. From the 10, 5 has been transported to the production team. 5 are still in the warehouse. Then from that 5 particular item which I've just moved to the production team, from those 5 material, the 3 has been completed. The 3 has been turned into a finished product, and it is been shifted to the SD department for the selling purpose. Now that is also to be taken care. That from that point also there's a checkpoint into that. Now the 3 is still has been moved forward to the SD, and 2 are still remaining with the production team. They are working on that. Then each and every record is been recording into SAP. That the 10 material purchased from vendor, then from out of 10, 5 has been imported to the production team, 5 are still in the warehouse from the production team, 3 has been done, they are been to the finished product, they are moved to the SD department for their selling part, and 2 are still with the production team. So all these level we are having the checkpoints. So there will be no data fudging into the system. The data which we have into our warehouse, the similar data has been recording into our system as well. So the taxes, the financial statements, everything is recorded perfectly into SAP. So there will be no data fudging. The audit is also been like on the efficient manner is being doing off. Okay. Till now, any error, any issue to anyone? Is being clear to everyone? Having any doubt?
Clear.
Okay, great. Now there's a one last most important point of SAP is that the biggest benefit we can say about SAP is that no one can delete the data into SAP. No one can delete any of the data. Once you have recorded the data into SAP, your transaction, your entry has been posted. Now no one can delete that data. Now the most benefit which we have just raised out from this point is that no one can blame the mistake on anyone else. The reason behind that, each and every user into the system, once you get your system in your hand, you also have your user ID and password. That is each and every user specific user ID and password is. When I'm working into my system, I'm having my own user ID and my own password. And each and every data which we are recording into a system, the system records their date, time, and the user ID as well. That from this ID, this transaction has been recorded at this time, at this day. Each data has been recording into SAP. That who has done that ID is also situated to which of the user, at which of the consultant, and everything. Each and everything is to be recorded. So by chance, I've just recorded any of the wrong entry into that. I've just posted wrong entry into SAP system. So I can't blame my mistake to another's name. I can't say no, I have not done by my it is not done from my side. It is being done from the Radha side. No, I can't blame my mistake to Radha, because the system, the management will get to know that who has done it, because it has the recording. It has the information that from which ID, from which user, from which, at which time, at which date that particular transaction is been recording into the system. Okay. So this is the most important point of SAP, that no one can delete the data into SAP. By mistake, if anyone has recorded the wrong entry, and then again, we are the humans, this entry, this we can do it. So we are not the robots, so that each and every time we have, we'll just post it down, the correct thing. Somewhere, somewhat, we just post some similar words, the similar GL accounts are there, similar number will be there. Sometimes like 5 changes into 7, or this 6 changes into 9 can be done. It can be possible. Then at that moment of time, there's only one solution is there. We have to post the rectification entry for that. First, a rectification entry has been posted. The things which we got debit start going to credit, and this credit entry will going to be debit. The data is been like reversed on each case. Then the new entry has been posted down. But the original entry will never going to be deleted. No one can delete the data into SAP. So these are some important benefits about SAP. So just note down somewhere. Just go through this SAP and everything, this recording once again. Just note down this somewhere. Because if anyone asks you that why you want to learn this SAP, what this SAP has been offering, because when you start in any of the company, these questions can be asked. Not at the time of your main interview level, that is your first or second round, not in those, but at the time of your CEO level. Because at the time when this CEO round, या me आखिरी जो final round होता है हमारा, at that point when these CEOs, that HODs and everything, when we have the meet with them, they will ask the question. Because the practical knowledge and this theoretical knowledge always is already done in your first and second round from your consultant sides. From your knowledgeable consultant of any company, they have taken care of these things. Now CEO don't have these things to ask, what do we mean by this company code or everything, what do we mean by general ledger and part. They just want to know that just a small kind of interaction with you, that you are like being suitable to the company with the SAP environment or not. Then these question has been asked, that what are the benefits of SAP, why you have to switch over to SAP. They just ask you about your previous background, you're working from where, likewise for having Dinesh is working as a financial consultant. So they will ask that why you want to switch over your work, what you are having this SAP, what SAP has given you any of the benefits. So then at that moment of time, you have to answer these benefits, that these are the benefits SAP has been providing us, these are the data, that's why I have to move forward to SAP. Then at that moment, this SAP full form is also been known to be as just, what do you mean by SAP full form? Because many of the employees do not know the full form SAP. They are like, what is this SAP? We are working into SAP, it's SAP only. There are many of the employees don't know the full form of SAP. So you should know. Being at the starting phase also, you should know. The fresher must know what is SAP is all about. Okay. So these are the benefits about SAP, why we are working into SAP, what are the booming factors, why this SAP is right now into the more limelight rather than other of the software. These are the only reasons why this SAP is like coming more over the things. And if I talk about the ratio, so the 65% of the coverage is being right now into SAP. It's near about more than 65% also, but the 65% is like a specific ratio right now. The whole coverage is under SAP. The whole market coverage, the whole world market coverage is under SAP. Everyone is like shifting to SAP only because of these reasons. Because SAP is just providing each and every functionality under one roof. No one has to just take care, no one has to run about another softwares for each and every data. That one functionality has been offering from one software, the another is from the another software. For financial statement, we have to offer to another of the software. No, it's not like that. SAP is offering each and everything like that. So it is like getting a bag of everything from SAP only. So it is always like that. Okay. It has been clear to everyone till here. Any doubt, anything? No, otherwise I'll just move forward.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks.
Test 3.
No, no.
And Radha, Sindreen,
Yes,
you
yes,
too?
no problem, clear.
Okay, Sindreen, to you as well?
Good, yeah.
Okay. Is my accent clear to you? It's been like
Yes,
understandable?
Yes, I'm familiar. I used to work with a lot of Indians, so don't worry about it.
Okay, great then.
Mm.
Fine. Okay, now this is till now it is all about your SAP, the introduction of SAP. Now I'll move forward to the finance module, the finance and the controlling module, in which we guys are enrolled into and from which we have to learn the things. And once after when we just complete this particular whole training session, you guys having the job into finance and controlling module only. So this is can be known to be as FICO module. You can say it as a FICO or finance and controlling or FICO. So there's nothing into this, but SAP is SAP. It is not SAP. So just clear this, huh? Now there's one more thing. This finance and controlling is the two part. One is your finance and the next one is your controlling. There's a two different module is being clubbed together into finance and controlling module. The financial activities all are traced by controlling modules. Now there's one more thing into this which I'll let you know. Our training session will be on S4HANA. S4HANA is the upgraded version in SAP. Likewise, in any of the software, we are the like on the update. We are having the update everywhere. Likewise, right now, if I talk about in Apple phones, we are having the software iOS. Now we are having the updation. Just 1 week before or somewhere, we're having a new update into that. Now we are moving from SAP 17, iOS 17 to iOS 18. Then from iOS 18.1.3, 18.1.2, and everything is like moving forward. This is the updation of your software. In the similar way, in SAP also, we are having the updation. The SAP S4 HANA is the updation. Till now, we are using the SAP ECC update. Till now, the update which is going on, that is a SAP ECC. But it is the upgraded update that is known as S4 HANA. Gradually, the whole market has been migrating from ECC to S4 HANA. Over here, the migration word will come. The migration project which I'm talking about, that I'm working into it, which I have worked also. So this is the migration, just to move from the previous update to the next update. When we move to the next update, there's a whole lot of scenarios will be changed off. There many of the functionalities being upgraded, which we have to change that the configuration up to according to that we have to change into a system. There are new more functionalities also introduced into new updates, because into our software also into our phones and mobile phones everywhere. When new update will come, then many changes also will come with that. This is not only the software updation, the more changes will be there. Your system start working more systematically, more efficiently with that. So at the end, this is the power of your updation. New functionalities, new addition point has been introduced at the time of update, and that similar has been done over here. So as for HANA is your updation, your upgrade in your this software. So gradually we are moving into that. Your training is also be done into S4 HANA only, but we'll do one thing, that will just learn the differences between ECC and S4 HANA, because you should know what is the previous thing, previous update is all about, because there's a difference always taken care, because till now also ECC is working. Many of the companies are still into the ECC. So you should know what ECC is offering us. Now what those offerings has been changed into S4 HANA. Now how S4 HANA is catering those of the functionalities. So we should always know those of the points. So what do we mean by ECC and what do we mean by S4 HANA? Now, when we just start with the practical of a course, we'll get to know many of the differences such that. But for now, there's a single difference for you guys, that in ECC, the controlling module is not mandatory to take care of with finance. We'll just complete the finance, then we'll take care of the controlling. There's no linkage between finance and controlling in the starting of ECC. But now in S4 HANA, it is being mandatory that controlling element has to be taken care with finance module elements. The simultaneously work is to be taken care between both of the things. At the end, the controlling, what the work of controlling? The controlling is just tracing all the activities of finance. If I not take care of, if I not take the controlling on the sideways of the finance, then how this tracing will be done? If I just make the controlling apart from just make the sideways of controlling from the finance, this tracing is not to be possible. So S4HANA has done this mandatory that we have to take care finance and controlling simultaneously all together. So with the help of with the finance activity, the controlling activity is also taken care. So both of the module is been working all together now. Once the finance will be done, one part of finance will be done, then on the adjacent mode, the controlling element is also to be taken care at the similar moment of time. So this is the first most important difference of ECC and S4HANA. So if anyone will ask you what are the differences on even between ECC and S4HANA, so this is the major basic differences in ECC and S4HANA. And you should know the differences between these two. You'll get to know once when they start with the course and everything, you'll get to know a lot of the differences between both of the things, because I take care about ECC as well and about S4HANA. Because at the time of interviews also we'll have this, and most importantly which we when we'll have this HR call, the first call when we're just chasing out the companies, when we are just recruiting the company, recruiting a company recruiting us, at that moment the HR will call us just to get to know. At that moment the HR will going to question this one, that you know about the differences between ECC and S4HANA. This question is being just fired us on at the time of HR round only, not that HR round. There's a two different HR round over there. One, there's a round which we started from the first round. That is when we are approaching any company. That company call us. Then that is known as first HR round. When any of the companies approaching us, then that moment, that particular company will get to know that what I'm doing, why I'm just having it. They just get to know what my expectation is all about. If that HR is like more oriented to SAP company only, then they must ask what are the differences between ECC and S4HANA. Then you have to answer that moment of time. Then their HR will take care of that key, that this candidate, yeah, it is well capable, so we can take it off into the more further rounds. Otherwise, at that moment, you can get rejected. So you should know about the ECC and S4HANA differences. Okay. Right now, this is the major first differences for you guys. Okay. Now I'll move forward. What are the elements of FI module? They are the four major elements, that is your general ledger, your accounts payable, account receivable, and your asset management. These are the most important elements, or we can say the most important four pillars of finance module, or the most crucial part of finance module. Each and every data, each and every setting of finance will get revolved around these four elements only. These are your major subledgers of your finance. Each and every data, whether related your taxation, your banking, your foreign currency integration point, how we have to treat the foreign currency, your export and imports, your each and every data has been revolving around these four modules only, around these four elements only. Each and every data has been situated with these four. Right now, only the crux is been explaining to you what these four elements is all about. In individual level, each and every element is like a kind of 15 to 20 classes long, because this having a lot of data into itself. That what this general ledger is all about, what accounts payable is all about, what account receivable is taking care, what asset management is taking care into this whole finance, the financial world. Okay, so I'll just move forward with the finance. When it is come about the finance, what do we mean by finance? And then from our commerce background, being from the commerce background or from the general background as well, everyone on this particular thought that finance means profit and loss. That at the end, what we are gaining from a company, we just get to know from our finances. Whether we are on the profit urge or we are on the loss urge, that each and every picture is being clear from our finances. That is the part of finances. So for that, we have to prepare the financial statements, which kind of a helpy mode with us, the helping hands for us, just to get the knowledge about a company, where a company has been standing off. The much I'm just spending on my company, that much at least my company is just paying off or not to me, in back of to me. So all these things is to be taken care of from the finance. And in finance, we're having the four elements. That is first in that is your general ledger. In general ledger, in general ledger, we are preparing all these financial statements. The financial statement structure, your basic organization structure, what this company is all about. The requirement of all the company is to be taken care from the general ledger point of view, that what are the basic structure has to be created, whether that company is your Indian originated or any outside Indian originated, whether it's your Singapore from, sorry, it's not specific Singapore, I'm just thinking, whether it's your any foreign company originated, whether it's your from the American base or from the Saudi base, what kind of company is being thereof, whether it's your retail industry, whether it's your manufacturing industry, that particular structure is to be taken care. What kind of financial year is to be taken, like with in India, the financial year which is taken, that is from April to March, but in America or in Saudi, where these are things, they are taking from the financial year which is running, that is your calendar year, January to December. In the later on, in the previous days in Saudi Arabia, the financial year which they are working on, they are from the October to September. The financial year they are working, that is October to September. Now that is to be taken care, that how we have to define the setting of the financial years into SAP, that SAP will provide a statement according to that. What kind of currency we are working on? In India we are having rupee, in America we are having dollar, in Saudi we are having Saudi riyal, in Singapore we are having Singaporean dollar. That each and every currency is to be taken care into SAP. We have to assign those currency, whether my company is being involved in export or import, when my Indian company is being involved in with America, with Saudi, with Europe, then those currencies also to be taken care into SAP. We have to configure those currency because we are dealing with those currency. This foreign currency revaluation is taken care at that moment of time. Then what are the taxes is going on? In America, we are having VAT till now. We are having the direct and indirect taxes, other taxes. In India, we are having the GST. Now, on that basis, what taxation policies is running down in any of the country specific, that the structure is also to be defined into the system. That each and every basic organization structure, your financial statements report creation is to be done under your general ledger part. Your general ledger account, what account is to be taken care. Likewise, if I am just purchasing anything from a vendor, what kind of entries to be taken care at that moment? I'm just purchasing anything from a vendor and I'm not paying off to my vendor. I'm just giving the amount to my vendor. And at that moment, a single normal entry is being passed. Like my vendor account debited to my bank account, to my cash and bank account. Now, this is your practical entry. But just to record this entry into a system, we need this account. We need the vendor account. We need that cash and bank account. Plus, we need that expense account in which we have done the expense. Like when I'm purchasing the stationery, then stationery account is also to be maintained. So all the general ledger account is to be prepared under your general ledger part. Okay. Then we have your accounts payable. In accounts payable, what we do? The accounts payable in a financial term, it also known to be as your sundry debtors. The one to whom we are liable to pay, our vendors. Because we are liable to pay to a vendor. For that, we have to prepare the vendor accounts, the vendor master or the expense of purchasing account into a system. That comes the part of your accounts payable. In the similar way, we are having the account receivable. The account receivable are your sundry creditors, the customers, the one who are liable to pay us, because we are selling a product to a customer, the customer will liable to pay us back to us. For that, we have to prepare the customer account, the revenue GL accounts into a system, the customer masters account. What are the customer masters or this vendor masters are? These are the master where we are recording each and every minute details of a vendor or a customer, whether it is related each and every detail, each and every information about a vendors and about a customer. What are their communication detail, what are their residential detail, what are their GST number, what are their VAT number, what are their fax number, email IDs, what are the what we can say, how we have to do the payments to them, whether they are on the EMI basis, whether they are on the cash basis, and UPI going to what kind of card payment they are accepting. Each and every minute detail of their vendors and about their customer is to be taken care at that moment. And for that, we have to prepare the vendor master and customer master into the system. So that is known as vendor master and customer master logic. Then we have the asset management. Asset management is all about taking care about your asset, about your company's asset, how we have to purchase the asset, how we have to scrapping when our asset is like outdated, obsolete, how we have to scrap those, how we have to sell our asset, how we have to put the acquisition into that. All those things, each and every transaction related to asset is being taken care of from the asset management. We have to create the asset master for that. It has always been said the assets are the are the major part of us, of any of the part. For in if we talk about on the individual basis, our jewelry, our house properties, our vehicles are the assets to us, are the liquid assets, we can say to them. As because when we are in any of the situation, in any of the worst situation, we'll just sell out those of the asset and just curb that situation that moment of time. In the similar way, for any company, their warehouses, their machineries, their equipments, their even their this softwares, each and everything are the assets to us, because these software, like, we are totally dependable on these software, and the installation of these software are like on very huge cost. They're like crores has been utilized into that. So they are like, we are totally dependable on this software, like each and every data is stored into this software. So these are the assets to us, and how much asset any company is having, that much worthiness is to be taken, is to be introduced into the market of that particular company. So asset management is all about these things, how we have to take care about these asset, how we have to acquire asset, how we have to give the scrapping of this asset, how we have to transfer our assets from one company to another company. All these functionality is the part from the asset management. For their asset management is to be done. Just 1 minute, guys. So these are the parts of your finance module. All these are the elements of your finance module. Clear? What do we mean by general ledger, AP, AR, and asset managements?
Yes.
Okay, now I'll move forward. So these are just a record, just a simple information which I just provided you orally. This has been just on the written down format. Okay. Now I'll move forward to the next half part, that is your controlling module. Now even controlling module also, they are the again 4 elements for controlling. Controlling activity, controlling part is that it will help us while doing the tracing and while doing the tracking of the financial activities by providing the reporting of our finance activity, what finance is doing into any of the company. For its simple means, like, is a watchdog for our finance activities. Controlling is a watchdog. Okay. Now in controlling, we are having the again 4 elements, and these elements are known to be as cost center, profit center, internal orders, and the last, that is your profitability analysis. Now what are these into it? Okay, like cost center accounting. Now there's a one important thing about SAP is that all the terminologies or all this nomenclature which we are having into SAP is like so much of definable nature that from the word itself we can define the what that particular word is trying to say. We don't have to, if we do not have any much of the knowledge about SAP or about anything, so from the word only we can identify what particular word is trying to say to us. So once we are having the knowledge, then we can easily identify, we can easily make the connection also. So with on the layman language, we can identify what this particular word is trying to say. For example, the cost center accounting, what this particular word trying to say. All the cost which is being incurred by the business into its business, that is to be taken care of that. So cost center accounting just provide the reporting that how much cost is being incurred in doing any of the activities from the department, likewise from the finance department, from the material management department, or from the HR department. What are the cost has been incurred of? Then cost center is being responsible to provide the information about those activities. So this is the work of your cost center accounting. That's it. On that basis, cost center will provide the reporting, will provide the data of that in each and everything. This is the work of your cost center. Then we have the second, that is your profit center accounting. As the word suggests again, the profit center will work upon the revenues, about the profit which has been generating into any of the company. That is known to be as the profit center accounting. So that is the work of your profit center accounting. Just guys, give me a minute. Message me what you're saying. Just give me a message. So profit center accounting, it's having a two work. There's one work is to generating the revenues, and the second work is they just look over the cost as well. Then what are the costs incurred into the company? They just look over to that cost, though there's no working on the cost activities of profit center accounting. They just look over the cost, that on these are the areas where the cost has been incurred, and on that basis they just build up their strategies. Now they how have to expand their profits. So these are the what has been done. So these are the things how the profit center accounting will work. So how we have to generate the revenues, and how we have to look over to our cost activities, and on that basis how we have to improve, or we have to prepare our strategies just to expand our revenues into a system. That is the work of a profit center accounting. Then we have the internal orders. Internal order just provide the tracking reporting of any specific activity which is being performed from any department. For example, there's one of the example has been written in front of you as well. For example, my company is like a manufacturing industry, and I've just prepared, and I've need nahi hai. Okay. I know. Okay, now what the work of your internal order? It just take care about just doing one of the activity into any of the department. That activity, how much we are just spending on that particular activity, that is to be taken care by the internal order. For example, in my manufacturing industry, I just prepared one of the fridge, just a fridge or an AC. I've just prepared one thing. And I've just prepared that one. I've just manufactured that particular fridge. Now I have to reach out to my company. I just reach out to my market just to seal that particular fridge. That how I'll just refrigerator directly into my bag. Listen, my bag. That how I just reach out to my market that have to sell my that refrigerator. Now how I will sell that moment of time, my marketing department doing the campaign, the advertising campaign, it will be started. That how I'll reach back to my market to just to seal that my particular fridge, that particular refrigerator. What kind of activities my marketing department will come into that? They will help the social media platform. They will get the help from the print media from the platform. Are they done from the things likewise your they will work from your doing your newspaper advertisement. They'll just give you the banners, or just provide the social media activity. They just provide the ads on the social media, so that particular product will reach out to the multiple markets. So this is while doing that particular advertising, that doing the advertising campaign, that how much cost I'm being incurred into that. That tracking of cost will be taken care from the internal order functionality. That is a part of your internal orders. Okay. Then we have the last one, that is a profitability analysis. Profitability analysis will help us to analyze the segments of your market, that which kind of market is being prevailing right now. Whether your market is like on the luxurious nature, whether you're having your customer from the luxurious nature, or they are like your middle class people, your middle class customer is there. What kind is more of your demand oriented, what product oriented market is there? What is the demand of which product is in the more of the demand? What kind of district is been going on? Whether they are from the USA West or USA East, or they are the like Saudi Arabia market. What are these markets? How this district is being divided off? The district is being divided on the basis of the markets only. There are many of the times, if I talk about somewhere in your west side USA or your east side USA, they are on the luxurious nature. There's some of the districts are more of the luxurious nature. Like in India, if I talk about in the comparison, we are having like South Delhi or the North Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India, and everyone knows that. So the South Delhi or the South Mumbai is like they're on the more luxurious nature. These guys are like on the spendable nature. We like spend on more of the luxurious demand products. So over there, the demand of they're having the more branded shops, more branded malls has been opening at that moment of time. So they are just purchasing more into that. But on the different side, the North Indian peoples and like they are like not the North Indian people, specifically your North people. They are like North Delhi side. They are like on the more the bread and wheat peoples. They're getting their bread and butter. They are like on the lower platform. They're not more onto that. They're just having a good thing that they're having their bread and butter. They don't have to spend more on the luxurious nature. So on that basis, the segments also divided. The company also divide itself that on one market we have to provide these of the product, but on the second side, on these of the market, on these of the segment, we have to provide these of the product, because over this kind of like this kind of people has been living, and this side this kind of people is living. So this market segment, this market analysis, how this market analysis taking care, this all is to be taken care by the profitability analysis, that how this time has been prevailing, which kind of product has been prevailing right now in any of the market, each and everything about market scenarios, about the market segments, the profitability analysis do their R&D into that. So these are the elements of your controlling. Okay, guys, clear till now, or having any of the issues in any of the thing? Because from till here I'm just completing my FICO part as well. So this is just a crux of finance and controlling, that what this particular module going to have into. Once we'll start with the whole course, there's a whole lot of things, because there's a saying for SAP that SAP is an ocean. You'll never get a whole complete knowledge about SAP, because SAP is that much deep into itself. Because there's always thing when you go into an ocean, once you think now this is the island, now this is the major deep, now I've just reached down to the level of the sea level, now there's nothing more into that, then at that moment you'll get now this another life is also going on. You have to explore another thing also. It is like continuous nature. The ocean never ends. In the similar way, the SAP never ends. So if anyone with the 50 years of experience person will also come to you and will say that I'm having the 100% knowledge of SAP, so that person is like completely lying. No one having the 100% of SAP knowledge. So this is just a crux right now. When we enter into a whole course, then you get to know abundance of thing about SAP, what SAP is like offering. So there's a lot of things. Okay, till here, any of the issues to anyone, any question from anyone? So because in the next few minutes I wrap up the demo section.
So you mentioned that ECC is the kind of like, I don't know if I should say the old version, but most companies are still using ECC, and then S4HANA is the recent version. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And so we're gonna like, are we gonna study both of them, or I don't know?
Yeah, you're going to study both of the things, about ECC as well and about S4HANA as well. Because see what happens, SAP has given the deadlines. At the from the behind side, the SAP is managing each and everything. So what SAP has said that till how I'll just give you the support on the to the downgraded version. When ECC is getting obsolete, then we just have to move forward to the S4HANA. But it is not easy for everyone, for each and every company, just to migrate easily, because for the migration also there's a huge cost incurred. So while doing that, each and company will has to take the time. So this SAP has given some time frame that in this particular year you have to migrate to S4HANA. So this right now, this migration right now on the boom factor. So there's a lot of vacancy into SAP where this migration is going on, everything, this implementation, new implement, the one who are just moving to SAP, who are just introducing the software into a company. Likewise, right now they're working Oracle, now they have to move to SAP. So they are directly moving to S4HANA only, because in the recent year, S4HANA is the future. So right now in your course, we're going to study both about ECC as well, about S4HANA as well. You're going to have the knowledge about both of the software, that what ECC is offering and now what S4HANA is offering. So don't worry about that. You're going to have each and every knowledge, whether about the previous updated previous software and now about the recent updated software as well. Okay, about the differences, about each and everything.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Apart from that, Hanji, yes, please go on.
sorry. I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're gonna cover. I'm kind of curious. Once we start the class, how long it's gonna take to accomplish, and if
Uh,
have hands-on on the software or some project to better understand.
yeah, of course you'll have those as well. The projects and everything, the Mr. Naveen is the most appropriate person. They will get to know about that projects and everything. I'll just come up to that point as well, Sindrine, about what kind, how much the class duration and everything. Just apart from one, I'll just complete this thing. I'll just come up to that point as well. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'll just come to back. Okay, come back to you on this. Apart
That's
from this, any of the issue regarding till now what we have read? Any issues on that point, Sim?
No.
It's been clear to Dinesh, Radha, Shravan, Sindrine, all four of you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, now I'll get back to you, Sindrine, on your questions and on your doubts gradually. Okay. Okay, now I'll just wrapping over here about the SAP introduction and about the FICO introduction. Okay. Now, apart from that, there's some of the thing which you must know that after your course will end, after this whole duration of your course will end, what kind of career you're going to have planned for your after this course will ending, where you're going to place yourself. There are some of the things where you can place, like if there's a functional consultants, there's a role of your support consultant, and there's a role of end user. In SAP, these three are the domain where any one consultant has been placed off. Though functional and the support are kind of a similar activity, it has been performed by each and every consultant. But the end user is a different thing. End user are the one who are known to be as accountant in other softwares, but in SAP, those accountant are named to be as end users. The one who are doing the day-to-day entry into the system, that just who are doing the postings into a system, that is known to be as the end users of SAP. Now, the functional consultant and the support consultants are the one. The functional consultants will first we read about the functional one. When we are implementing any SAP in any of the company, when we are installing SAP in any of the company, then from the scratch onwards, the consultant who go into that particular client side just to get the requirement of that client key, what we are doing into that client side, what are the requirements of that client, then from that scratch, from that first step to the last of the step, while handling the SAP to that particular company, that whole cycle will run. That is the work of your functional consultant. That is the part of your implementation cycle. We are doing the implementation of our SAP. That is a part of a functional consultant, just to implement the SAP from the scratch to the end to in any of the company. That is the work of your functional consultant. Then what do we have the work under your support consultant? Now we have implemented the SAP in one of the company. Likewise, this one of the company is going on by the name of Hyundai. In Hyundai, I've just implemented this SAP in Hyundai. But now Hyundai employees don't know how to work on that SAP. They are not known to that SAP culture. Then they just hire the support consultant, those of the consultant who will give the 24 into 7 support to those of the company, not 24 into 7 up to their working hour, that your 8.5 hours that has been provided of, that particular hours is being supported to those of the company, where just give the continuous support that how you have to work on that, any new functionality is coming up, then that particular function, additional functionality has been introducing to their clients. They're working on their clients. Their new configuration is to be done. The new requirement is to be taken care. Each and every support is to be done, is to be given by support consultant. Then the support consultant work is that only that on the implemented software they have to work, they have to give the support on that. So this is the work of your support consultant. And while doing the full implementation, by installing any of the software at any of the company, that particular work is to be taken care of the functional consultant. Though there is nothing big or small into that, the functional consultant are the most recognized post, or support is not much of the recognition post. No, it is not like that. At this current moment, right now, I was being involved in one of the implementation projects as well, in migration projects as well, in the support projects as well. Right now I'm having these 6 projects under me, in which the 2 implementation, the 2 migration, and the 2 support I'm working upon. So at the end, you are the known to be as the functional consultant only, because I'm just giving the support in some of the projects. I'm giving the implementation also. Only for my one implementation project only, I just visited to Singapore just for those of the things. So these activities can be done. So there's nothing like up and down. The functional consultant are the more recognition post, or the support consultant are not. So it is not like that. You get the job in your support consultant, it's good for you. You get the job in your functional consultant, it's good for you, because each and every career is similar. This is about your career plan once you complete your course. Okay, now there's a second thing which is known to be as this is the roles of each and every user. Thank you. Apart from this, if I'll go about what I'll be providing you as your trainer, so there's some of the things. I'll just close this down first of all. So though I do not refer any of the specific booklets or anything, though I do not have also, if a company, this institute will provide you any of the booklets, good for you, because this book always help us just to have the correct definition about any of the thing when we have to say at the time of interviews. Then this booklet definition is always good. Rather, I'm having my own configuration sheet, which I have prepared on the basis of my whole practical knowledge. From the starting onwards, when I've started working in this particular domain, in this SAP world, I've just maintained this whole configuration sheet, which is all about my practical timetable, my practical syllabus, if I can say about, which has been completing each and everything. This is all about the description, what each and every topic known to be a just a 1-line description about that. Then what are the transaction and what are the status, like one topic has been completed, the status has been saved, done to that. So this whole sheet will going to be covered with you, which I'll do each and everything in this, your GL, your AP, your AR, your asset, your banking, each and every data has been included into this, and each and every data is going to be shared with you. As we'll completed each and everything, this sheet is also shared, we're going to be shared with you. Rest, when we start a practical work, all kind of screenshots, all kind of your recordings, you're going to receive. If by chance there's any glitch, you can't get the recordings. There might be possible, because it's just a software, just a system which we are working. There might be an issue, so at somewhere you can't get the recordings. Then at that moment of time, you don't have to worry about, because that much of sheets you are having at the end of your course, that each and everywhere, each and every topic detail, the minute details, plus the screenshot, that how you have to execute that particular activity, that screenshot, that particular data, that particular transaction is going to be shared with you all. Gradually, when we'll move forward with each and every topic, that each and every topic detail will going to be shared. The rest, I will going to share each and every kind of PDF of each and every related topic. Once I completed with one topic, that particular topic PDF will going to be shared with you on your mail IDs. We're going to have your mail ID exchange with itself. That will going to be done. Okay. The rest, when we'll just complete our 25% of course, when we just completed our 25% of course, I'll just have your one demo session, one demo interview session, as similar you're going to face at the time of your exact interview session. in the similar way only. That particular question I'm going to be asked from you. You have to answer that. I'm going to take that once your 25% will course has been completed off. Then on the similar thing will be again repeated at the time of 50% of course completion. And at the end of the 100% of course completion, your 2 to 3 rounds of interview session will be conducted from my side, in which you're going to be prepare a lot of the question. I'm going to share many of the questionnaire with you. The questionnaire, likewise, here you are having a lot of the demo questions and everything. Apart from that, there are some of the live questions I have just clubbed together. Live question since the question which is actually asked from my previous students, of which I have asked in my company from the candidates when I enrolled them into my company at the time of recruiting, plus the question which has been asked from myself at the time of interview when I'm just switching over the companies. So I'm having that much of companies interview question. I've just clubbed all together. Only because of this training sessions and everything, I just club all those together, which going to be help for my students also. So I'm going to share all those kind of question with you guys at the end of the course. When we'll complete all 100% course, that is to be taken care, which will going to be shared with you all. Plus your resume building, how you have to prepare your resume, how that has to be taken care, that how much that particular terminologies you have to use in your resume, that it will be attracted directly to the recruiters, your Naukri portals, plus your LinkedIn profile, and each and everything. We're going to be discuss each data while doing all these things in this whole course. Okay. Apart from that, the whole course duration will be like depend upon the classes how we are having of. If you're having the weekend classes, depend upon that, because the whole course is just about your 40 hours course it is. When we are having the course in on a weekends, just divide your course up according to the weekend, according to your Saturdays and Sundays, and plus upon the duration which we are just depending upon, it's a 1 hour class, it's a 2 hour class, or upon that. Plus the projects you're working on, any of the projects you work, if any of the experience you want to have, the practical experience on the projects and everything, that particular knowledge you're going to have from the institute. For that, the Mr. Naveen over here, this is the appropriate guy. They will going to answer about all these things. Okay. Apart from that, about your course, about your resume making, about your questionnaire, about your interviews, each and every functional detail, each and every your training session detail will be taken care from my side. You are having any doubt, ask me anytime. We're going to have one WhatsApp group. Naveen will prepare one of the WhatsApp group. If you are just practicing on in any of the daytime or somewhere, you're having any issues, any doubt, just have the screenshot of that or just ask in the group itself. If by chance another candidate knows much, that particular answer is going to answer you, or I'm having the time, I'll answer in that particular group only. Or otherwise, when we have the another class, we're going to entertain each and every doubt of yours. Each and every doubt will be taken care at that moment. But at the end, what I need from your side, it's your 100% focus. Because SAP is such kind of software. If you'll give your 100% to that, you're having your continuous hard work, then you'll definitely achieve your things. You achieve your goal, your job, and at the end of the moment. But if you just like on the lack of thing, please, I'll just do it on the 2 days after the class, or I'll just right now I'll just give it as a whole. I'll just complete it, just make it on the. When you just pile up your work, that it never be completed. Because I'll come on each and every class, I'll just do my work, I'll just explain the topic. If I don't get any response on the 2 to 3 times, I'll not ask you from your side, because at then you have to reach me. If you are having doubt, it's okay, you'll come to me, I'll entertain each and every doubt at each and every moment. Otherwise, I'll come in the class, I'll teach a new topic each and every day, and then I'll just complete the course, because I have to complete the course at the end of the moment. The point is, if you guys are interesting, you're having the doubts, you are doing your R&D from your side, then it is like more fruitful for both of us, for all of us actually. Then only I'm also having the interesting, yes, the particular student is like more interested into that, and I'm also interested onto you as well. I'll give my more focus on you guys. If you guys don't have to question anything, I'll just be on my head. I'll be like, understandable that this topic has been clear to everyone. So this is the whole theory will works. Everything is on the vice versa course. Okay, you have to give your 100%. I have to give the 100%. Then at the end, you'll get your job into SAP. That's it. Okay, guys. Having any doubt, anything you can ask right now related to anything. Rest, your servers will going to be provided to you once you have the course started. Your server, your SAP server will going to be introduced to you. How we have to work on the SAP, your theoretical knowledge, your practical knowledge, each and everything will going to be taken. You don't have to worry about that. Each and every data will going to be covered and will going to be shared with you also. Okay. So my last question to everyone, just please unmute yourself and do answer if anyone having any doubt. Dinesh, Sindreen,
No
Radha,
doubt.
Shravan.
Yeah,
Sure.
no doubt for now. Thank you.
Okay, so it's all clear to everyone?
Yes, it's all clear to me also.
Okay, great. Radha, you, Sindreen, you.
Yeah, okay. As of now, it's okay. ma'am.
Okay, great.
I'm fine.
Great. And Shravan to you. Shravan, do let me know what you are doing. Where you are, what your background and something like that.
I'm in accounting now,
Okay.
tax
So
accounting.
okay, so where you belong from? Where you live?
Hyderabad.
In Hyderabad. Okay. So two are from India and two are from the one is from the Singapore and one from the US. We are having right now. Okay, great. Chalo, we'll just decide on that how your class, your duration, class of duration, your timings and everything will be taken care. Just discuss your things with Naveen and we'll get the information from that side. Okay. So right now I'm just wrapping up this demo session. It's nice talking to you guys. So now
Thank
we'll
you,
meet.
ma'am. You too.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Chalo. Bye now. Take care, everyone.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, everyone.
Enjoy the
Thanks.
weekend. Bye bye.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Naveen will had a word later on. Just discuss with the
We'll
students and
call you.
everything. Okay.
I'll update.
Okay, sir. Bye bye. Take care.